Hello, I am Nirjesh. I work at the Center for Urban Ecology and Sustainability, and today I'll be presenting my work on avifauna during masters under the supervision of Professor Suresh Babu. As urbanization intensifies, natural habitats are fragmented into small and isolated patches. But besides fragmentation, rapidly expanding cities such as New Delhi see a rise in urban green spaces such as parks. These spaces, though small, can provide a multitudes of niches supporting biodiversity that may act as biodiversity reservoirs, stepping stones, or corridors across the city. In this study, I studied the persistence of avifauna in three different parks of New Delhi, assessing the influence of park size and proximity to woodlands on species richness. I selected three parks: Lodhi Garden, Buddha Jayanti Park, and Bandarwala Park, referred to as LG, BJP, and BWP throughout the presentation. The twofold criteria for the selection of parks included size, comparability, and variable distances from the woodland. Between June and July 2023, across 9 early morning and evening visits, avifaunal species and their counts were recorded using 5-minute point count method on stations laid out through systematic sampling. LG had the highest species richness and abundance, followed by BJP and BWP. This could be due to various factors such as greater size and favorable perimeter to area ratio. Diversity indices, however, provides a more nuanced picture. For example, the Simpson index showed BJP as more diverse than LG despite having fewer species. This lower evenness in the remaining parks is also suggested by Peelew's index. The higher value of BJP indicates more evenness in comparison to other parks. Further, I calculated effective number of species. ENS. ENS indicates the true diversity of a site by taking the exponential of Shannon values. For example, BJP sustains at least 12 equally common species. Both alpha and true diversity measures suggest BJP to be more diverse. On the contrary, however, Whittaker plots or rank abundant plots suggested LG to have greater richness and more evenly distributed rare species. Now, species area relationships showed inconsistent patterns. The species area curves indicate that species richness increases with area in the case of BJP and LG, which are comparable. BJP, however, which is located within the ridge itself, was expected to host more species. Further, perimeter to area ratios also varied. In the figure, BJP had the lowest, suggesting reduced edge disturbance, while BWP had the highest, which may explain its lower diversity because of greater spillover effect. Conventionally, following the theory of island biogeography, for the given area, perimeter area ratio, and distance from the nearest woodland, BJP should have more diversity. However, several factors may explain this deviation. Disturbances such as Kavar Yatra during the data collection period or flooding in Delhi a few weeks earlier could have influenced bird presence. Or in the case of BWP, for instance, the activity of dogs and monkeys likely contributed to reduced species richness. Human disturbance was also notable, particularly at BWP, where makeshift cricket and football grounds may have affected sampling. Moreover, while common urban birds like mynas and crows were expected around anthropogenic food provisioning, uh, sightings of rufous tree pie, large-billed crows, and black kites feeding on such provisions suggest expanding civilization. This raises important questions about how human activity, management of parks, anthropogenic food provisioning, and disturbances such as noise or alien can affect bird communities. While the theory of island biogeography offers a useful starting point, its classic predictors, isolation and area, might not be adequate for explaining biodiversity in urban areas without considering additional variables. The key takeaway is that even small urban parks can support surprisingly rich biodiversity. As Delhi continues to expand and still provides a home to around 350 migratory and resident bird species, integrating biodiversity into urban design is essential. This study also underscores the gap in urban ecology scholarship, particularly in New Delhi. and highlights the need for more research into ecological patterns and processes that structures biodiversity within the urban nature matrix.